Offa community in Kwara South Senatorial District of Kwara State is known for its self-help projects in the provision of social amenities. The latest is the multi-sectoral industrial park set up with an ICT innovation hub to cater to entrepreneurs engaged in diverse production areas. The One Innovation Hub is an integral part of the park established by the Offa Descendants Union, and indigents of Offa and its environs are expected to benefit from it. With its technology and entrepreneur training programs, the center will provide critical skills, funding and support in ICT and business ventures to entrepreneurs.
One Innovation Hub is a fallout of the first of Economic Summit that was held between 28th and 29th of November 2018. The One Innovation Hub is the first section of the multi-sectorial industrial park that will be equipped with 5 production zones to cater for entrepreneurs who will be engaged in the processing of agricultural products, solid minerals, production of polymer-based products, and creative industry ventures.
This facility will trigger the innovation capacity and creative capacity of our people. And it's tantamount to like launching this ship to the space. You know, this is like a launch site where our people can explore the world. This facility will trigger the innovation capacity and creative capacity of our people.
We are grateful to God for the present crop of leadership that we have in the ODU. And we are praying on behalf of His Royal Majesty that God will continue to endow this leadership with more opportunity for further development and long life, good health for all of you that have been doing wonderful work. You are too many for me to mention, and you know it, you know yourselves, because we are on behalf of His Royal Majesty. You all know yourselves, and we know you, and God knows you too. So we thank you for what you are doing to bring Offa into this limelight, not just for the fun, but for reality and for futuristic positioning, because what you're doing is futuristically positioning Offa. Has not been done by any other community.
The ICT Center, which is now in use, aims to train 60,000 students across board in the first 5 years on robotics, artificial intelligence, coding, among others.
We want to bring all the students that have some potentials and how to transform that potential into the ICT solutions to address the immediate community and environment challenges through the use of ICT.
We have a series of ideas which we've acknowledged here, and we are basically working on, which are part of the things that I personally have gained. There is a platform that is dealing with the agricultural tokenization system, which means we are rearranging the agricultural management system in Nigeria. The effects and the benefit are there, and we are a developing program which will compete globally.
The hub, which will complement the government-built center in Ilorin, is the first phase of the project and is expected to transform the community and provide youths with employment opportunities in this digital age.
Taofeeq, glad to have you on Tech Trends today.
Thank you very much, CFA.
So let's start by understanding your views on the innovation ecosystem in the country today.
Interesting, CFA. This is something I believe we've been going back and forth on for a couple of years now. The innovation ecosystem is beginning to, ramp up. It's been quite a lot of activities, particularly from the private sector. The public is also trying the best. But if you look at the entire ecosystem for innovation, there are about 6 to 7 different components. We start from the youth, and these are the key people that we want to focus on. We look at the government for their enabling environment, as well as the policy and the other things. We look at the private sectors, that's the industry, where we're looking at the youth to go into. Then the educational system as well, that should play a major role in terms of grooming these kids, as well as working together with the private sectors, ensuring that they're able to get jobs, and the government provided them enabling environment. Then we also look at the multinational enterprises, the grants for coming out of NGOs, the donors, and the sponsors and the likes. So it's everybody coming together to play their role in terms of ensuring the innovation ecosystem is robust enough.
Let's also understand what you think about the fact that before now, a lot of concentration have been in Lagos and Abuja, and maybe one or two other cities. What is your thought on that?
Very beautiful question, CFA. So before I go into that, I would like to just establish very clearly that I come from a very rural background, and I cherish it a lot. And I've traveled far and wide. I've lived in major cities in the whole world. And each time I go out, I still think back home. My reference point is always the rural area in Nigeria, and that's where I come from. Now, having said that, we know that for sure that if you look at the demography again, the population of the urban center to the rural areas is about 50-50 now. So that means we've got quite a lot of people in the rural areas. And I believe if we take very good statistics, if we do the census properly, it's probably going to be 70-30, because when they're doing the census and counting heads, people in the rural areas, they don't care. They just kind of continue with their things. You can only do the best estimate kind of thing. So I would say, if I wear the hat of being pragmatic, it's 70% in the rural areas, and we've got 30 in the urban centers. Unfortunately, because the urban centers are where we've got the decision makers and where we've got the major industries, people tend to gravitate towards that. That's where people can get jobs. Now with globalization, with access to the internet, with innovation coming up, you don't even have to leave your homes. And COVID-19 has really demonstrated that in 2020, where everybody started working from home. So we've got a lot of people now doing like 2 or 3 jobs, doing everything right in their basement or in their sitting room, wearing their pajamas all day. They don't have to go out, and they're delivering even much more than when they were going to the offices. So whatever you can do in Lagos, you can do the same in Offa, as an example. And that's where I come from. And you can do that in any other part of the world, because internet access is available everywhere. And that's all you need to be able to deliver on your job.
So is that what led to your latest project in Offa? Tell us about that.
No, so this is, it's always been my passion right from when I was a youth. And I've been fortunate and lucky to have worked in global organizations. And, all through I was saying, I've traveled far and wide. I've been to all the major countries. I've put together solutions looking at global data centers in India, in Costa Rica, in Malaysia, in China, New Zealand, Argentina, Brazil, and I've traveled to all these places. And I said, why can we not do the same in Nigeria? I looked at all the solutions that's available in HP, where the last place I really worked at a global organization. And I said, we've got people in Nigeria. Nigeria should be one of the low-cost countries where we can do a lot of outsourcing. We should be able to have a global data center, at least for HP, for IBM, for Facebook, for Oracle in Nigeria, not just like consuming, not just pushing things to us, doing marketing. Our people are running around doing marketing for them and just selling to the public, and they're making a lot of money without really leaving the technology behind for us to understand and be able to participate. So I looked at the solution because I was doing that and I was helping Indians, helping the people from South America and all the people. And I said, well, there's no one in Nigeria. So where does it leave us? So in my mind, I said, let's go and start up things like global data centers in Nigeria, in Africa, and start providing services to the rest of the world. And that was one of the major reasons why I said, okay, we must actually do something. I got to Nigeria and people were talking about innovation hubs. I said, well, they're all the same thing. Whether we call it global delivery center, or we call it global data center, or we call it innovation hub, the fact is we are grooming youth to be able to understand the underlying technology and be able to apply it and make money out of it from their companies, have startups, grow with that, and be able to contribute to the economy of Nigeria. And I was really glad I saw a couple of companies already doing that, but they're in small scale, in piecemeal, or having the innovation hubs would be a way to go. And where I started Harmony Innovation Hub in Abuja, and in partnership with Harmony Worldwide Inc. in Canada. And then I joined ISN, that's the Innovation Support Network, which really exposed me to all the hubs that we have in Nigeria, the major ones. Then we started discussing within the community. I said, that's where I've been trying to go. I don't want to do it on my own. I would like to have it as a community thing, because once you have a community project, everybody rallies around you. People that understand it will come to you and will contribute. People that do not understand it will support you and bring people there. And they will contribute both financially, morally, as well as otherwise. So that's what we see. One innovation hub in offer, which one is not just one as a one figure, it's offer and environs.
So tell me, what is the vision of the One Innovation Hub in offer? What is the vision?
One Innovation Hub started from a concept of transforming offer into a commercial smart city. So the commercial smart city concept is got about 5 pillars. One is to have it as an agri center. The other one is to have it as a polymer-based ventures environment. We've got it to have focus on solid minerals ventures. We've got the creative industry venture as well. And the last one, which is the innovation, bringing the youth together, is the One Innovation Hub that we just started. So we started One Innovation Hub to serve as the foundation of going towards being a commercial smart city. And that's the division that we've got. And we have a timeline of 10 years to do this. As part of it, we've now defined the global strategy for One Innovation Hub. And the strategy has got about 3 major phases. First phase is to be able to train at least 60,000 people over a period of 3 years. The second phase is the incubation to incubate up to 5,000. We want to be aggressive about it. And the third one is for us to now have acceleration of these companies and be able to employ people that will be working locally or providing services globally, up to 25,000 at least. And it's going to be a ripple effect, because the more people you employ, the more they grow the economy of the city, the more they grow the economy of the nation, and on and on. So that's the kind of overall concept that we have for the hub.
Well, Taofeeq, thank you to you and your team for taking that, to afar. It's a great development, and we hope that more people will follow suit, so that more young people outside of, the key cities of Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt will also have get a chance to also try to innovate. So thank you very much, and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much, CFA. We're waiting for you to come over and see what we're doing there. I'm sure you'll be blown away.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Thank you.
Bye now.